This is the Insert Disc 3 royalty free music intro because we're broke. But there is an actual intro coming soon, I promise. This is so dumb. God, this is so bad. This is so dumb. I'm so sorry. This is as bad as Chris's opinions on video games. Well, anyway. Welcome to the podcast. What is finaling my fantasies?
Who up
7.
finaling their fantasies right now?
Who up
finaling video games.
Fantasies? God, fucking Rebirth came out. Bro, do you know how fucking hard it was to go back to work on Tuesday after taking 5 days off of work?
I mean,
especially knowing you haven't finished the game.
Yeah, that was the worst part. I was like, damn, I haven't even finished it yet. Like, I thought 5 days. Like, I should be able to beat this in 5 days. I think my mistake was 5 days and a lot of booze. Yeah, that's kind of what stopped me.
Hey,
I'd be drinking a little bit too much and then crashing at 9 o'clock, waking up at 4 a.m. playing again.
Jesus.
Yeah, I got a lot. I'm currently about 60 hours in. I just finished. Well, I didn't finish the area, but I finished like the main quest in Cosmo Canyon. So,
okay, nice.
A little ways through, about 60 hours, and it's okay.
Really?
It's I'm not a huge fan of the game.
Damn.
I miss Remake, and I think I can go. I will say this.
I want to go into detail because what you described in the group chat kind of reminded me of some things that were similar in Remake. So I want to know what, in your opinion, is like the differences.
Sure.
How and I'll let you talk about it because you have
I mean, the highs are really high, but I'm 60 hours in, and those highs are about 5 to 10% of the game. The other 90% is like mid at best. It's just very Ubisoft. So it's not an open world. It's a big map with things. I wouldn't even say things to go do. Things that are marked to do.
It gives you the illusion of an open world.
There's no Breath of the Wild. There's no Elden Ring. Like, let me go explore. And this is something that pisses me off about Final Fantasy fans, because forever, since like 12, they've been going, give us an open world again. And I'm just like, the fuck you talking about again? Final Fantasy's never been open world. It's never been. There's an overworld map that you can walk around on and get into battles.
It's all been pretty streamlined.
But there's a place to go. Like, you can't just like explore and create your own story.
Chronicles X type stuff.
Yeah, like, I mean,
which is what we want.
Like, Skyrim was open world. Breath of the Wild is open world. Elden Ring is like 90% open world. I mean, I'd say after you get past Stormvale in Elden Ring, that's first. Then it's open world. Before Stormvale, you're kind of stuck to Limgrave. But like,
I mean, in the same way you're stuck to like the Great Plateau in Breath of the Wild.
Yeah. So exactly, which is fine. Like, but you have these big open areas in Rebirth that are beautiful, but there's nothing to explore. So even if you see like
something in the distance,
if you see something in the distance and you're like, wow, that looks interesting, and you pull up your map and there's not a fucking Ubisoft yellow quest marker, there's nothing there. There will not be anything there. The only things in the open world that there are to do are denoted by the Ubisoft yellow quest marker, which is great when you're in the grasslands and you're doing it all, and after like 8 hours you're like, fuck, I 100%ed it, this was awesome. And then you go to Junon and you do it again and you're like, okay, it's just early game, I'm sure it'll switch it up when we get I'm like 6 regions deep right now, and every fucking region, it's the same recycled shit. Except for there's one side quest thing for this thing called the Proto Relic. That has been different in every region, and I fuck with that. That part's cool.
Damn.
But everything else the same.
Yeah, and in comparison to Final Fantasy VII Remake, like where I think the side quests like were good. Like I liked them.
I
it's
them.
like you were like try to finish it without doing side quests before Rebirth comes out. I couldn't do that because like the side quests were like interesting. Like I was like I mean that sounds fun. Yeah. And then and then you get like a cool reward. Like I got this bat for doing all that, like all those kids side quests.
The nail bat.
Yeah. It's a stupid weapon. I hate it, but it's awesome. It gives me like I maxed it out on health, so it just gives me 600 more health for no reason.
Yeah, I think it's got the disorder special ability, so it's worth playing with just to master that and then move on. But yeah, Remake was, it was a linear game. You could get through it in about 40 hours. I've got probably 400 to 500 hours in Remake, just mastering it, doing the hard modes on both PS4, PS5. I fucking love that game. I love that it's linear and that the side quests are, whether you like them or not, they're quick. Like you can get a side quest done in 5 minutes in Remake. Like none of them are really too drawn out. Rebirth, not the case. They're in this open world, this big open area, and it's just a fucking pain to like find them. Well, the first like 2 and part of the Coral region, the third one you go to, they're not as much of a pain because it's like on a map and you can just go to the quest marker. Right. Once you get to like Gungaga and Cosmo Canyon, then there actually becomes like this puzzle of how do I get to the quest marker because there's cliffs and shit, so you can't just walk to it, and then you're stuck searching around. Now this is all fine for a game to do this if you're creating a game like Breath of the Wild, where there's no story, there's no real. Let's be real. Like Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, they have a story, but like. It's
Tears is better.
Sure, but like
bad. Go kill Ganon.
Like there's yeah. So this as a game that it draws you in and fucking gets you in there for a story beat that lasts 20 to 30 minutes, and then says, "Okay, now forget about that for 6 hours," and you get fucking nothing. Except sometimes these stupid fucking side quests will have plot points. And important shit,
which they should do, and I feel like the side quest should tie in or make you feel something about like whatever subplot that you're like
they do.
Doing at the time, and
but
saying that they don't.
I'm at the point where I wish they didn't, so that I could just play the fucking game. And now I know there's people who will be able to like just say fuck it to the side quests and play the game, and then go, oh my god, this is a 10 out of 10. It was an amazing experience. These characters, this story. I can't do that. I see the fucking quests on the map and it just fucking irritates me, and I have to go finish them. So it's like 90% or more of my gameplay has just been doing Ubisoft quality side quests.
What you were saying about how you'll see like your next objective is across the map, but you have to figure out how to navigate towards it. And because there's cliffs and all kinds of shit like that. That is the biggest thing that I hated about Xenoblade.
Yeah.
Because Xenoblade is like that. But the first Xenoblade, it'll actually tell you where to walk to get to that.
Yeah, but the
newer ones don't do that.
Yeah,
the maps are interesting, but it's very frustrating when I've been walking for like 10 minutes to get to this location, and then they're like, "Oh, it's not there. There's another way you have to get to it."
Yeah, and it's like I used up my 32 hours of PTO to play this fucking game. So now that I'm back to work, my time is precious, and I'm getting annoyed. So like that's one of the things that's just like really irritating to me. Also, you can't even go. I didn't even realize this until today. you can't fast travel back to previous regions until you're like 60% of the way through the game.
That
So
sucks.
I'm glad that I've taken the time to.
What is this, Dark Souls 1?
Yeah, I'm glad I've taken the time to like do the 100% and like not skip shit. But I'm like, what the fuck? Now things are popping up that's like, oh, you should have played Queen's Blood, the card game with this guy at the Gold Saucer. And I'm like, well, fuck it, I'll go play him now. Oh, nope, you can't.
Can't do that.
Eventually I will be able to go back. So whatever. There's just a lot of quality of life stuff that just makes you go, what were you thinking when you're playing this game? I'm not even going to get into the graphical downgrade. It is what it is. The game is the game is fucking massive, so I give the graphical downgrade a pass. I'm like, it's not going to look as good as
there was
remake.
one.
Yeah, remake was in a
remake
state,
looks so much more beautiful. It's so much more polished. The movements, the textures, everything. Like, I get texture pops in this game in the middle of like the most serious cutscenes. It's kind of annoying. Like,
in performance mode.
I'm in performance mode. I haven't played. I started in graphics mode, but I don't know. I can't really do the 30 FPS.
See, I was getting pop in graphics mode because I didn't know it didn't give me. It usually gives me the option at the very beginning of the game on what to do, but they didn't give me that option until one of y'all told. It was either you or my friend Mir that told me that you could just change it, and I'm like, oh, I didn't even know that. But
yeah, and it's now I'm saying all this and I'm like bitching, and it's like I literally have been playing it all morning and I've cried twice today. Like the game, because I went through some main quest stuff, and that shit is fucking peak. Like when you are in Junon and you get to like really get the sense of the scale of that city, that fucking cannon, like you it's fucking insane when you actually get to go back into where the shops are. They like, you never got to see that area in the original. That's fucking incredible. The Cosmo Canyon part has like, that's been just mind blowing. Gold Saucer, holy shit, so fucking cool. So these main story beats have been fucking awesome, but then those last like sometimes maybe 2 hours, and then boom, here's 6 to 8 hours that you have to just fucking dredge through this open area, and that I'm just, it's just like fucking kills it. And then you have a bajillion mini games, like so many that they can't even flesh them out. Some of them are so bad. The piano is impossible. Like I
don't know fuck all about playing piano, so I don't even know.
I mean, it's just a rhythm game. But I've been playing rhythm games my whole life, so I know when they suck. This is the worst I've ever played because you have to use the sticks to hit the notes on the right part, but like because it reads what do you call it? Omnidirectional, right? So it's like fucking so many things, but so it's like it's really fucking tough to get it at the right time. And if you miss a note and there's 2 notes behind that note, you miss all 3.
Fuck.
So it just fucks your score. And I'm just like, oh my fucking god, it's so bad.
What about Fort Condor?
Fort Condor fucking rules all 4 of the games you get to play.
Oh really? See, I played it in Intergrade, or in what was it called? Intermission.
Yeah, intermission, yeah.
And I mean it's cute, but I was like, I played one game and I was like, I think I'm good, and I don't want to play any more of this.
Yeah, and I like Fort Condor. Like it's fun. But like it's the only, like, I don't want to play really any of the mini games. Like first time I played Intermission, I didn't fuck with it. I went back and did it for the trophies. But like it's fun. Queen's Blood, the card game, I finally kind of like built a decent enough deck and got the hang of it that it's not a pain
that's
in the
gonna be my
ass.
jam.
It's okay. It's like, that's as far as the mini games go, that's like the peak, and it sits mid.
Yeah, I just don't think that anything's gonna quite capture me the way like Gwent first did, and the way that Pazak did prior to that as a card game inside of a video game that I'm playing. Like, it's gonna be difficult. But I have heard good things about Queen's Blood. But
I mean, it's okay.
I love card games. So
I mean,
I'm
you,
easily impressed.
I like card games too, but I didn't like Chain of Memories, and that's a fucking deck building game. That whole game is based around deck building. I didn't like it. But
Yeah,
I think the only reason I didn't like it is because I was playing Kingdom Hearts. It is nothing like the other Kingdom Hearts games.
Yeah.
You know.
there's just a lot to hate. I mean, like I feel like it just depends on the type of gamer you are. Like I said earlier, people are going to be able to just blast through this and ignore a lot of the open area stuff and probably have no bad taste in their mouth because all they're really experiencing is the story.
Story beats.
I think that's great.
So for completionists, it's a fucking nightmare.
It's a slog, man. It's
like
at this point, all I'm thinking is like, I cannot wait to just get this fucking over with, so I can go back and play it on hard mode for trophies and stop fucking with all this shit that I don't need to worry about. Like, I'm hating this first playthrough, but I know I'll probably love my second playthrough. But I also know I'm not doing another playthrough for a fucking year. Like, I'm gonna beat it and then sit on it. Stellar Blade's coming out. I got my video I'm working on. I got Nakato coming up.
What's up with that demo? Quick aside, like you guys were talking about that. It's like gone.
They dropped it on accident.
It was dropped on accident because my buddy. So the people who make Stellar Blade also made Nikke, which is it's a gacha game. And he's like a massive fan of that game. So he's really excited for Stellar Blade. And he messaged me, he said, Stellar Blade demo just dropped. I was like, oh, fuck yeah. And I didn't think nothing of it because I was busy last night or whatever. So
yeah, me too.
Yeah, so like this morning I woke up and I got on my PlayStation. I'm like, all right, let's download this demo. And it's not there. And I'm like, and I Googled it. And yeah, it was uploaded on accident. Yeah. And they took
How do you upload a demo? They took it.
I don't know.
If you downloaded it, you have it? Like,
yeah.
Don't connect to the internet, then you can still play it. But they took it down like 25 minutes after it went up.
But, yeah, and
it's already like uploaded like footage of the entire demo.
Whoa! But, so there's footage of the game already. Wow.
There is, but I'm not watching it. I'm waiting for. I know there is.
I'm gonna watch it.
So I'm waiting for the actual demo to drop, and then I'll play it.
Yeah.
I'm because that's like a game that is like a day one. That's gonna be a day one game. So that's why I'm trying really hard to beat Persona 3 before it comes out.
How's
Persona
that going?
3 shouldn't be too bad. It's going. Persona games are long, but luckily Persona 3, if you're going like the completionist aspect, it'll probably take you like 100 hours, but you don't have to do it that way.
I'm really curious now how like doing completionist stuff on Rebirth, how far I am, because you showed me that picture of your buddy who's like, I only have one side quest and he did it in like 80 hours.
He's about 90. I think he finished the game at 90 some odd hours. And yeah, he just says he has like one side quest and like a couple little things here and there, but that's about it.
Okay, I could maybe see that. I could maybe see me having another 30 hours, but like, yeah, there is a lot of really good shit in the game, so I don't want to just hate on it too much. Like, I don't want, because I know what's going to happen is I'm going to beat it, and then I'm going to be like, oh my god, this was amazing, so I'm going to look like an idiot because all I'm going to remember is like the major story beats. But there's just a lot of fucking bloat that is not terrible. Like, and here's the thing, is like the quest that you're doing, go fight this monster, go find this crystal, go unlock this door. Like,
are you getting good rewards for these things?
No. No.
Really? Not in the same way as Remake. Like, because in Remake, like this, when I found out the side quests, I was like, because I was looking up, I was like, okay, what are the rewards for this kid quest? Because this is annoying the shit out of me.
Get like,
I get a weapon? What? Oh, I gotta finish it now.
And like some of them end in awesome boss battles and shit too. So
like the Goblin King, or whatever his name was. That was so funny. And that was so annoying. They killed me like 3 times in a row. I was like, good lord! Like they kept rolling on you. God, that was so annoying.
Yeah, and in Remake, all the side quests, like depending on which ones you do, also has to do with which dresses the Cloud and Tifa and Aerith are put in. So like, it affects shit. There's and I know that, and that's what I'm so fucking scared about, is that I'm gonna hit up Rebirth on hard mode, and there's gonna be quests that are tied to fucking trophies because of the shit that like I know there's probably gonna be new swimming suits unlocked for everybody and stupid shit like that you're gonna have to like go do side quests for, and I'm scared about that.
Yeah.
I also think that maybe, and maybe it's just the way the game's designed. So your cards in Queen's Blood, you play like 3 lanes, and then you place your cards in the lane, and you try and get the most points in the lane or whatever. But the cards have 5 lanes for their abilities. So I'm wondering if maybe once you get to hard mode, it's 5 lanes, which would be fucking insane. I might actually fuck with Queen's Blood at that point. But yeah, there's just so fucking much to do that you don't know if it has to do with anything.
Right.
The proto relic stuff, if for anybody listening who is concerned and is like, oh well, now I don't know what to do, like I can tell you the proto relic stuff, do those for sure. Those have story beats, those have unique and fun things to do in each area. 100% fucking do those. But the other shit, there's like the monsters that you have to go hunt. There's like these crystals that you have to track down. Oh yeah, and then there's like this other thing where you go find this other like these caves, and there's 3 of them, and if you find all 3, then you can go back to Chadley, fight the summon of that area, and the summon is a lot easier if you do all 3. Also, if you do all 3, once you get the summon, it's stronger. So those are worth doing.
Sure.
But yeah, that's
Overall, 7 out of 10. You said.
yeah.
I'm curious.
That's not a bad score. Means 7 out of 10 to me is a good game.
I mean, yeah, and it's not a bad game. It's just,
yeah,
I would put Remake as like pretty much a 10 out of 10. Like,
yeah.
For me, that's peak. It's graphically impressive. It's mechanically impressive. The gameplay is impressive. The characters are impressive. The way they've adapted the story is impressive. The environment's really fucking cool. Remake is close to a 10 out of 10, whereas Rebirth is like, I don't know.
The middle child.
I hope it is. I hope that when the 3rd installment comes back, it's more like Remake, where they kind of have these linear stories that sandwich in this big like open area Ubisoft game, and I don't know how else to explain it. That's what it is. I mean, there's fucking towers that you climb to reveal your side quest objective.
Oh wow!
And it's just like, how fucking lazy could you be, Square?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess this is the same company that did Splatoon or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Square. The thing is that when Square misses, they fucking miss. But like when Square hits, it fucking hits. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I just seeing like, I don't know, and I think maybe it's just super fans that are like, this is game of the year. This is game of the year. Oh my god, there's never been a game better than this. And I'm just like, how are you thinking like that? How? No, I mean, and especially saying like game of the year, knowing what's about to come out this year. Like,
we have a lot more shit coming out this year, bro. Like we have fucking Stellar Blade. We have Metaphor. Metaphor looks fucking awesome.
Yeah, and if you're doing the JRPG thing, like Metaphor,
Black Myth Wukong.
Is that this year? Because that's
August 20th.
That's game of the year, 100%.
August 20th.
There's we're gonna go over it. I'll talk about it a little bit. But just came out actually yesterday was Unicorn Overlord.
Yeah.
Made by Vanilla Works, they did 13 Sentinels. If you ever played 13 Sentinels, fucking insane mech like story. It's very very heavy story based, but it's a mech game. It's really fucking dope.
I'm aware.
Yeah. 13 Sentinels is great, and Unicorn Overlord is made by the same people, so it's got like the same kind of art style. But
totally forgot about it,
medieval.
but I'm glad you reminded me.
Yeah, we'll go over that because that's going to be in our next section.
Yes.
Yes. Do you have anything else about Rebirth, Nick?
I do.
Yeah, I mean, I know Chris played a little bit, and I want to hear what Trace has to say. But like, No, I mean, I think that's really about it for as far as I am right now. I mean, I will say one thing they did that I think is really cool is like the relationship aspect. So there's a lot of moments where you speak with or have interactions with other members of your party, and depending on your choices, it changes your relationship with them, and it changes kind of some story beats, which I think is really fucking cool. Um, I was fucking overjoyed that my gold saucer date was Tifa, and I was like, fuck yeah, because she's god tier character. But yeah, that's pretty cool. Um,
Mine's gonna be Barrett.
that would have been fun. I thought about that, and then I just like I don't know. I can't.
It's possible in the original.
Yeah, no, I know. Like I just can't not ever be perfect to Tifa. She's
That's
amazing.
fair. Tifa's great. I mean, I don't blame you at all.
I just get sussed when people are like, "I love Yuffie." Like every
Yuffie is she's just adorable. That's all it is.
she's a cunt.
Well, she was adorable in Kingdom Hearts. I don't really know much about her in
Yeah.
new one.
That's
but
the
she's
thing.
also fine.
It's like,
in-
and I'm not trying to like gatekeep or anything. Like that's not what I'm getting here. But when somebody's like, "Oh, I love Yuffie. She's my favorite character," I'm like, "You've never played Final Fantasy VII," which is fine. That's fine. I'm just like, "You've never played this game. She is a piece of shit. She's fucking terrible." And it's
I
like
love her in Kingdom Hearts.
you have this group of people who are on this quest to save the planet, like, and they're going through some of the most arduous tasks and quests, and they're meeting some of the most like deep and profound people, and it's like they're going into this like cave, and there's a river of Mako and this ancient being, and then Yuffie's just like, "I don't give a fuck about that. Where's my materia?" And it's just like, girl, and like she's so upfront about it. She's so upfront about it, and she's just like, it ruins the fucking moments to me when it's like you have like Aerith, who is just protect at all costs, learning about her past, breaking down in tears, and then Yuffie's just like, "I don't give a fuck about you. If there's materia, I'll go, but otherwise, no." And then they're like, "Okay, fine, stay away, bitch." And she's like, "No, don't leave me." And it's like, fuck you. Fuck you. Like, at least with Kate Sith, like, you know, dude's a spy. Like, they don't know.
Yeah.
Like, he when he's a piece of shit, it's fucking whatever. But, like, yeah, Yuffie, fuck that. No, if your favorite character is Yuffie, you never played Final Fantasy VII. You never got fucking up down the mountain from Wutai and had all your fucking materia stolen, all right?
Sucks.
Yeah, the worst. But anyway,
I was just gonna say I've only played like the first chapter, but my only thoughts on it so far, since I haven't played much of it, is I fucking love the combat. Combat is so much better. At least
I don't. You say that, and like I've seen other people say it, and I don't see what's that different.
I think it just flow. I mean, well, how long has it been since you played the remake?
Just recently.
I literally put in like 30 hours up to the day Rebirth came out.
Okay. Well, shit. I was gonna say I played it right before Rebirth. I don't know. It feels more fluid, I guess, in Rebirth to me.
Yeah, I don't know. It feels pretty. I mean, maybe it's just because that's how I'm playing it. I'm playing it like it's remake. Like I haven't really used a lot of the synergy abilities.
Right.
Yeah.
I've just been playing it like I did remake and kicking ass because I fucking kicked ass at remake. So it was like, oh, I'm glad this carried over.
For me, it feels like the difference between Kingdom Hearts 1 and Kingdom Hearts 2, as far as the combat goes.
Okay.
It's like, obviously, Kingdom Hearts 1, the combat isn't awful. I've played worse combat than that. But it is dated.
I feel like it did not age well, brother.
It didn't age well. No, it didn't age well. But the thing is that Kingdom Hearts 2,
especially like how they have it set up where that cloud streaming crap, like, it's so bad. Don't even bother.
Yeah, no, but Kingdom Hearts 2 is like fucking night and day. Well, I mean, I think Kingdom Hearts 2 combat versus Kingdom Hearts 1 is a night and day difference. Maybe, if I'm being honest, I know a lot of people fucking hated it, but I think that I'm not gonna like pretend that this isn't true. Kingdom Hearts 3 has the best combat, and I think the difference between I think maybe a good comparison is Kingdom Hearts 2 to 3 would be my comparison from remake to rebirth. where it's like it's not a huge jump like Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2, but it is an improvement. That's how I feel.
Was Kingdom Hearts 2, did it have free look camera?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I
okay,
think-
okay.
It's been like like 2 years since I played Kingdom Hearts 2, but I think it did.
Yeah, that was what really made me like. I thought Kingdom Hearts 3 was great, but that's just
Yeah,
me.
I don't know why everyone hated it. I'm like, maybe it's because y'all waited like 15 years for it and y'all had like disgustingly high expectations of it.
Yeah,
And then they're like, oh, it's got too much Disney in it. And I'm like, the fuck, isn't that the whole point of this fucking
it is.
series?
It is 100%. Yeah.
That
Like-
is the video game.
Yeah, no, some people
That is
people
what
say-
the video game is about.
They're like, Kingdom Hearts just needs to do away with Disney. I'm like, that's the whole fucking charm of the series in the beginning. It's like to begin
It's
with. fucking
literally the
talking about.
point.
Like it's.
I didn't
don't know.
walk around Disney Springs for 6 hours looking for like nothing. You know,
Yeah, like I would like some people are just Kingdom Hearts fans are weird. I want Star Wars in the new Kingdom Hearts, and a lot of people don't. And I'm
And
like, fuck
it-
you,
I
Star
don't-
Wars. And
I don't
Kingdom
give a
Hearts are
fuck.
what?
And MCU.
Put it in there. Yeah, put them
Yeah.
in there.
Lightsaber Keyblade. Come on.
Wait, no. Well, Marvel was in there. Big Hero. We got Big Hero 6 in
Was Big
3. Yeah, Big Hero 6 is in Kingdom Hearts 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
you
Big
gotta-
Hero was that Marvel?
Yeah, that's Marvel.
It's not Marvel. You're being.
Oh,
You're being.
I've never
goofy.
seen Big Hero 6.
Yes, that
That's
is
not.
that
That's
is
Pixar,
no.
bro.
Big Hero 6 is
It's
not
in the Marvel.
bro.
Yeah, I promise you, they were gonna like
Dude, no
throw it in the
way.
Marvel
There's
universe.
No way. There's no
There's
way.
there's probably some like. There's probably some Easter eggs that put Big Hero 6 in the like Marvel universe, but no, it is not.
Big Hero 6 is a superhero team appearing in American comic books published by Marvel Comics. So it
Okay,
was
but is
a
that
Marvel
still
comic.
technically MCU?
Not MCU.
Oh, okay.
Not Marvel
It's
Cinematic
it
Universe.
says here on Wikipedia, loosely based on the Marvel Comics superhero
Yeah.
team of the
Loose,
same name,
but it yeah.
created by Man of Action. Okay,
Oh, very loosely.
either
But-
way, point being, Marvel. I like at this point. Like the thing about Kingdom Hearts is, it's not about Disney. It's about other worlds.
Yeah.
It's just so happens that it's other worlds that Disney owns. Like they had fucking Tron.
Yeah, that was dope.
Like
The Tron world
They
was
so
did
sick.
have
it's
Tron.
not. I
So
think
it's not out of the
fine.
realm of
I think it's
possibilities.
fine to do Star Wars. I think it's fine to do MCU. Like that would be fucking awesome. And I don't know what the fuck they're doing with Kingdom Hearts 4. I keep forgetting it exists, but like,
We won't see it for another 15 years. Don't
No.
worry.
but yeah, no.
Yeah, that
Anyway,
did look weird. All that to say,
yeah.
I was gonna say like, I was interested to see what you said about the combat because I wanted as someone who's finished Final Fantasy 16 to compare it to that because that's the main franchise.
It's 16 is not. 16 is it's not close to 16. 7 is closer to or Rebirth is closer to remake than it is to 16.
Okay.
Like it is
16
it is
feels more
a
like hack and slash.
oh it doesn't even feel like it. That's exactly what it is. It is Bayonetta, Devil May Cry. Like that's like 16 is 100% hack and slash.
Get him, Toggle.
7 is God, Torgal's so good. Yeah, that's a game that like you know how I feel about like playing Japanese developed video games and like playing them dubbed. I hate it, but like 16 was so good dubbed.
Dude, it was incredible. I literally was like playing
wonderful.
it dubbed, and I'm like, I cannot play this in Japanese. Like,
No,
this,
no,
not
it's
gonna
so
happen.
good.
Like, it's so good.
What's his name? Clive? Ben Star?
I
Ben
thought you
Star?
were gonna, Star. His name was Clive. I thought you were gonna say Ben Schwartz. I was like, oh
No,
my god.
it's Ben Star. Yeah, he fucking killed it.
The guy who played
yeah.
Sid was like,
Yeah, he was in Game of
Too.
Thrones.
he's in a couple.
yeah,
He's in a lot of shit.
Rebirth is like remake. It's the perfect balance of strategy versus real time combat. It's just like my favorite thing in the world when you're just like real time combat and you're dodging and you're blocking and you're hacking and slashing and shooting and rooting and tooting and everything, and then it's like you build up your ATB bars and you're like, all right, stop, strategy time, like, and then you get to like go through all your fucking spells and you go through your abilities and you're like, how do I want to stack these and all this shit, and it's like, God, it's so fucking perfect. Anybody who talks shit on remake or rebirth combat, I'm like, you're small brain.
No, the combat's great. I like the combat.
Yeah.
I've never had an issue with the combat. of when I played remake. I never had any issues with the combat.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's my Rebirth 60 hours in, haven't beaten it review. I'll probably come back and probably in another episode, like, just chat about it at the beginning once I finally do beat it. But yeah,
Sure.
so that's the episode. We're dropping 2 episodes this week, so just stick around, keep an eye on the socials. This is a little short one. I just wanted to hop on and talk Rebirth with the boys. So yeah,
That's what we're doing.
Yeah, I guess.
Eventually, I will play it. I my Roman Empire is Dark Souls 2 OG right now.
Yeah, that's.
I got Persona 3.
I feel that.
Powering through it.
Yeah, mine's.
I'm about 50% done with the trophies in Dark Souls 2.
Damn. Okay. Fuck yeah. On PS3.
Yeah, I found a guy on Facebook. I've been we've been getting each other sunlight medals.
Fuck yeah. Okay.
So it to help speed along that process, because there's a couple covenants you have to do, and it's just a pain in the ass to do it without online. So.
Well, fuck yeah. All right. So that's the episode. We'll have another one here in the next couple days. Normally we'd probably go over what we're playing right now, but we'll do that at the end of the next episode. This is really just the Rebirth episode. Just think of it as like a bonus, I guess. I just had to get this shit off my chest, and that's what last night when we were in the chat, and I was like, I don't think I like this game. And you guys were like, what about it? I started writing a whole fucking essay, and I was like, you know what? Let's just record tomorrow.
Yeah,
I was
save
like,
it.
let me just. I'll tell you over Discord. It is not good. It's okay. It's okay. I don't want to be a Nancy about it. It's okay. Just there's a lot that drives me crazy for the type of gamer I am. So
that's fair.
But yeah. All right. Follow, subscribe, guys. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Later.